Meals during the day, these are very big challenges that actually affect the performance of students in class. Number 3 is to promote gender equality and empower women. As my friend said here from Zambia, it's the same everywhere in Africa. It's the same everywhere in Africa. Women, are really supposed to submit to their husbands. They never have any say. And I believe it's only education that can change that. People who have not gone to school will never change that. They will always, I'm the boss as a husband. I'm the boss, and that's all. And there's no question about it. But maybe these young people who are coming up, going to school, will come and behave like you. Hey, sweetie, I don't know what will happen. That's not what I used to do myself. That's not what I do right now. I've gone to school, but I still behave the traditional way. Number 4 is to reduce child mortality. Child mortality is still very high. Children are dying. This is because lack of food. There's no food, enough food for people to eat. Mothers are also not strong enough to breastfeed their young ones to maybe even 1 year because they also don't get enough food to eat. It's still a problem. And although governments and NGOs are trying to bring mobile clinics into the communities, and that is helping a lot. Number 6 is combating HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. HIV, AIDS is a problem in Africa. It's a huge, huge problem. And malaria is also a problem, although malaria has gone down, and tuberculosis has also gone down. The Western world is actually also supporting African countries in terms of research in the fields of malaria, tuberculosis, and AIDS. And they are also actually subsidizing the antiretroviral therapy, the tablet that people take when they have AIDS, and then they can live longer. Most people cannot afford that. But the Western world is putting money there so that people are given the drugs for free. The other thing is to promote global partnership. That is the last Millennium Development Goal, and which I think we have not been doing very good. As my friend said, he was just pointing out that money is pumped and then it's going to reach people and all these other things. So, well, that is true. I think what the Western world is failing in that it's not really taking the money to the village where it's needed most. And this money is not really reaching there. So that is why the situation doesn't change. Because we know a lot of money is being pumped there, but the situation is like never changing. So it's like, it's good for this money to be channeled to community-based organization in the rural areas. So the other the last, yes?
So how could we channel it to the villages in
Yeah, money could be channeled in villages through community-based organization. Communities are allowed to register a group in the village, and then they run it themselves. So that way, if their capacity is built to be able to implement projects, then money can be given to them, and then they use it amongst themselves, every village. And that way, there will be change. That is very good. Okay, thank you. But when we have a lot of, like, for example, very young people, Maasai people, they can do a very beautiful dance. Very beautiful. Like, for example, because it's somebody singing and a group of them responding, they can do very good dances.